Hey everyone, welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be playing some Quake III Arena, this time for the Sega Dreamcast. I say this time because I actually did a full playthrough of the PC Quake 3 many years ago. I've been wanting to do the the Dreamcast version for quite some time, but I did not have access to a keyboard. You really want to play this version with keyboard or mouse. Playing it with the Dreamcast analog stick is quite challenging, especially with the sort of low-ish frame rate compared to at least what we're used to these days. Yeah, so we've got a keyboard and mouse set up finally, and so we can finally do a stream of this game. I also picked up Unreal Tournament recently, and so we're likely going to do a dedicated stream of that as well. Which will be actually very interesting to see compared to this. The frame rate actually fluctuates way more in Unreal Tournament, so it's actually, in a way, a little more difficult to play, but it also has some benefits as well. But we'll talk more about that at a later date. Probably in a couple of days, actually, since I've got the setup going. I'll probably do Unreal Tournament in just a couple of days from now, so stay tuned for that if you're watching this live on the spot. But yeah, this is the Dreamcast version of Quake 3. Quake 3 was a PC game. It came out in 1999. It was basically multiplayer only. Now, there is a quote-unquote single player, but it's basically just you playing against bots and trying to go through a tier list until you fight the last opponent, and then you get a short ending. But the Dreamcast version was actually a pretty solid port. Came out like about a year after the PC version, and it was actually not done by id Software. It's done by a company called, I think, Raster Productions. And they did a pretty good job converting the game to Dreamcast. Now, there are a lot of downsides. Like, again, the frame rate is not amazing by today's standards, and so, you know, you can play Quake 3 on PC pretty easily these days. Get the full experience, keyboard and mouse, full frame rate. Better looking visuals, you know, better textures and stuff like that. But it's still a really solid version for the time. And one thing that was really cool is this actually had online play. So you could actually dial up to your internet service provider at the time using the Dreamcast modem, or later the broadband adapter, and then actually play against other people. And not just in like a head-to-head manner, you could play, you know, with however many people the server supported. So I actually did this back in the day. I lived off this game for about a year because my PC could not handle Quake 3 proper. My PC was not powerful enough, and so I played a lot of Dreamcast Quake 3 for about a year. We're going to actually go into the setup menu here so I can just show you around here. I think I actually configured all this stuff last night, so let's actually go to the VMU, and we have to wait for it to... oh, there it is. It wasn't actually plugged in, apparently, so... And, I think I may have just crashed the game. I think I just crashed the game. The VMU wasn't actually plugged all the way in. Alright, there's the beep. Yeah, we just completely crashed the game. Alright, so let's actually reset it. Slightly awkward. But yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you through the options menu and show you what it's like configuring it for keyboard and mouse and stuff like that. And then we'll go in, we'll jump into the single player mode, and we're going to play on the medium difficulty because I was playing on the second highest difficulty last night. And it was a little challenging. I got to the second tier and I wasn't able to get past like the first or second match on it. So we're going to start with the medium tier and then just kind of go from there. Unfortunately, something to keep in mind, if you're using keyboard and mouse in this game, you cannot use the keyboard or mouse to navigate the Dreamcast OS here. You have to actually use the actual Dreamcast controller. But how I've got this set up is I have keyboard in port number 1, I have mouse in port number 2. I don't know if it really matters. And then I have my regular standard Dreamcast controller in port number 3 because the keyboard doesn't have a VMU slot on it or anything like that. So you need to have a standard controller. And for one, to get into the game, if you're like me and you had the disk drive open. But two, you also need the controller for your VMU access. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're going to play this with keyboard and mouse. It's basically the same thing with Unreal Tournament as well, which again we'll try to stream sometime soon here. And we're going to have to reset the capture card real quick, so just bear with me here. Yeah, should be good. And we'll actually go ahead and let the main full motion video play out as well. This was taken from the PC version, and I really enjoy it. For 1999, the FMV or the CG FMV at least, it was actually really, really good for the time. Even a very short intro, but it's still very high quality for 1999. But we'll go ahead and let this roll out. And I see DG out there, I see Stexor, I see Mike J, I see Freddy, I see Scott, I see Listen to Motorhead, welcome back, I see Saboteur, Davey, Michael, Keeley! Keeley says play Ori. Not tonight. I see Gotcham, I see Brandon, Stexor, what's going on? And Mr. DG's Trek, Greg N, and yeah, looks like that's everybody so far. Hey, Cedar Valley, what's going on? Welcome back. Freddy says he bought Nightmare Creatures 2, Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance for PS3. Wait, what? Harmony of Dissonance is Game Boy Advance. Castlevania Anniversary Collection for PS4, right on. Castlevania Requiem, which is Rondo of Blood and Symphony. Haunted Castle on PS4. Okay. Very cool, Freddy. Sounds like you're going on a horror binge. Pathrower says, the shadows hide the imperfections. Yeah, they do. Scott says, this blew my mind back in the day, and still today. Quake 3 was actually, on PC, really impressive. Like, there were some new sort of technologies id Software had implemented. I think... I don't know if it was called, like, multi-textures or mega-textures or something, but basically you'd have, like, multiple textures, like, smashed on top of each other and animating. And so you had these really involved-looking, like, you know, just textures all over the game. Like, light sources or, like, little, like, pads on the ground. And I would just... for Quake 3 and PC in particular, I would literally just get into a bot game. Well, not a bot game, but I would just start... I would jump into a multiplayer map by myself, and I would just go and stare at objects, because they were so impressive back in the day. The Dreamcast version, obviously, isn't going to look quite as good, but Quake 3 in 1999 was a very impressive-looking game if you had the hardware that could actually, you know, run it. So yeah, we have a bunch of different options here. You've got player, and I think most, if not all, of the characters from the PC version are here. And actually, let's go back to my memory card. I think I need to just load my data. Yeah. There we go. And let's go ahead. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and load that. And if you're on the keyboard, you actually have to press X or Y, which is kind of interesting, instead of just, like, return or something like that. So, all right, go back to player. So yeah, you have a bunch of characters you can pick from. All the characters are the same in terms of hitboxes and stuff like that, from what I understand. But some of them look very, very different. I'm gonna say they're all basically the same in terms of hitboxes. Some of the characters like Orb, they look like they're smaller, but I don't think they're actually smaller in terms of actual hitboxes. But yeah, I'm using Ranger. He's actually the character from the original Quake, but you have a whole bunch of other characters here. Some are brand new. You've got Doom Guy is actually in here, which a lot of people probably like to play as. But yeah, it's got, I think, just about everybody from the original PC version. It is a lot of people. Yeah, there we go. So there's Doom. Oh, that's Crash. Doom should be right there. There we go. So you can play as Doom Guy if you want. Let's go back to Ranger, since that's my main character. You know, Quake. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. You can also change your, what's called FX. This is basically, if you're using, like, the railgun, this will be the color of the railgun's laser. And you can set handicaps, you can set your crosshair. Your crosshair is actually on top of the character on the left-hand side, so it's a little hard to see, but you can cycle through and change your crosshair. I just prefer the standard dot. There we go. And then let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, you can change your controls. So it defaults to movement controls right here. And you can set it, see I've got it set to WSAD, just like a kind of a modern PC setup. You go to the top and you scroll over to the left or right. And any of these with a number, that's actually the mouse functionality. So you can zoom in Quake 3, although we're probably not going to use that functionality very much. I'm one of those players where I would typically just like no scope All these are like for online functions, which actually I believe if you can actually play most Dreamcast games online still. There are various methods depending on the game. But I actually don't know enough of that. If my friend PC Wizard was in here, or he runs the Dreamcastic channel here on YouTube, he would be able to tell you about all that. And he does a lot of like actual online multiplayer streams. Yeah, you've got standard sound settings, nothing too crazy there, and then VMU. And let's go ahead and exit and jump into the game. Alright, so we're going to start off with single player. And like I said, I'm just going to do the medium difficulty. I was playing on hardcore last night, and I just kind of got stuck. So I'd like to try to go through the whole game, and then if it doesn't take that long, maybe what we'll do is start a second game on the higher difficulty. But for now, we're just going to try to go through the whole game on this difficulty. So this is our introduction level, and it kind of gives you like little achievements there. And we will go ahead and fight. Oh, Freddy says he actually bought Castlevania Harmony of Despair, not Harmony of Dissonance. Okay, yeah. That's actually a really cool one. I did a live stream of that a couple of years ago, and I'd like to actually kind of go back and play through that again. That's a really fun game. But yeah, we are playing with keyboard and mouse, you know, jiggling it around. But yeah, you can see already the frame rate is not amazing by today's standards, so it makes accuracy a little difficult. You'll notice my mouse cursor is just kind of like jumping. It's not super smooth. And that's because of the frame rate. Also, we are using the official Dreamcast mouse, which is a ball mouse, which some of you guys probably haven't seen one of those in a long time. But basically, there's a physical ball inside the mouse that is rotating around, hitting a couple of switches. And those switches will actually end up getting dirty, and it'll be harder for the ball to rotate around, so you have to actually manually open it up and clean it. So this first match here is just a one-on-one. And I do have keys bound. So I've got my E key set to switch over to my plasma gun here. And then Q is set to rocket launcher, but there are no rocket launchers on this first level here. And it's literally just Crash and I. It's just a one-on-one right now. Very small map, very simple. The plasma gun is, which I was just using right there, is a really good weapon, but it is also very difficult to be accurate with it because of this you know, uneven frame rate. And we're using this super shotgun right here, which is a great weapon in this game, especially when you're really up close. And there we go. And one of the other cool things about this version of the game is that there's a lot of new music. Done by Aubrey Hodges and another guy, I've already forgotten his name, but I actually did post a link in the description box below, or Aubrey Hodges, on his Bandcamp page, he actually still offers the soundtrack to this game. I think it's like $10 and you'll get all the tracks from the game, or at least all the tracks that he did. I don't know if you'll get, there's a couple tracks in here done, I think, by Sonic Mayhem, which I believe was the original Quake III musician, who also did the Quake II soundtrack. So this actually does have some of the original Quake III PC music, but there's a lot of brand new music too. And I really like the brand new music. Like, I think it fits really well with Quake III. It's definitely more energetic than the original soundtrack. That was one of the great things about this version of the game, is the music was just, I thought it was really good. Very energetic, which is good for first-person shooting games. Even though this is the medium difficulty, it's still a little challenging. But a big reason it's probably still a little challenging is the fact that, you know, the frame rate, it's nowhere close to 60. You really need a nice buttery smooth frame rate like that for these arena shooters. And we've got red armor. This is the best kind of armor. And you definitely want to try to control the armor in these maps if you can. It gives you a significant advantage over your opponents. Got him. Oh, armor's respawned. I heard it. Oh, that poor frame rate. Should say that poor Dreamcast. It's struggling. You know, for 2000, this was still pretty good. Although I will say there was a Quake 3 on PlayStation 2, which I'd also love to do a stream of. Unfortunately, it did not have online functionality, and there was no keyboard or mouse support. But it ran at a much better frame rate. And so I think in a lot of ways, that version's actually a little bit easier to revisit. It's easier on the eyes, at least. That's for sure. Now you can also do a thing that's called bunny hopping, where if you jump at an angle, and you keep jumping, you'll actually gain momentum. You lose a bit of control, but it's all about speed. And so you'll actually, as we get warmed up here, you'll start seeing me doing it a lot more often. Oh, I blew myself up. And your starting machine gun here is actually pretty weak. But it's a good long-range weapon. It's got pretty decent accuracy long range. Alright, that's it. Nice. Mike asks, is it 30 FPS or lower? It is definitely lower than 30 FPS, yeah. It's probably in the 20s somewhere, and it'll fluctuate even further into, like, the teens. It's the Iron Inquisitor there. Welcome to the stream. He says, I need to get a DreamPie and the mouse and keyboard for his Sega Sports Dreamcast. Yeah, DreamPie is what you'd use for a lot of the online games. Quake 3 might not actually need the DreamPie if you've got a broadband adapter. I don't remember. I need to look into it further. I looked into it years ago because I really wanted to try to get some of this stuff online. Because there's a couple of guys that play on YouTube that are like really actually dedicated with, you know, Dreamcast online gaming, and I would like to participate in that every now and then. It makes for some fun streams and stuff like that. On this map, you could actually jump up here. Let's just wait for that armor. Oh, and boost, which is a power-up. Speeds you up and makes you shoot faster. Pretty decent power-up, but could be a little... Oh, he got the red armor. That's a bummer. Alright, let's run out here. There you are. Very small map, so it's like, if he falls down in that water, I know where I can cut him off. I can go chase him. Or not chase him, but cut him off. knowing the maps is crucial in these arena shooters. But Quake 3, its earliest maps are actually quite simple. Very easy to get into. Alright, where is he? Is he just camping out somewhere? Oh, there he is. Gotta shoot near his feet. If I was shooting near his feet, I would have been doing damage. But it's honestly, it's a little difficult to work with this mouse compared to like a modern PC setup. Because it's so jerky. But this is what we had to deal with back in the day. Oh, he's down below. Oh! And he got me. Yeah, even on the medium difficulty here, these guys are still fairly accurate. Alright, so I see another boost has spawned in. It makes a special sound effect when it does. Alright, where are you? There you are! Jeez, he's so resilient. He keeps grabbing that red armor, and that's why. I don't think so. That's mine. Alright, he's back up top. I can hear him. I heard him pick up that shotgun. Like, using sound cues in this game is insanely important. Okay. Even with the janky frame rate, this game is still really fun. I just love playing Quake 3. I mean, I lived off Quake 3 for a long time, both on Dreamcast and then PC eventually. Once I had a PC powerful enough to use to run it perfectly, I should say. Alright, we got it. Stexor says, is this version 100% faithful to the PC version? No. Alright, that's our first tier. Oh, no, actually, we had the tier 1 boss, that's right. Okay. Let's go ahead and play that. Davey says Quake 3 plays in a browser now. No, not anymore, Davey. That was like 2008, 2009. It was called Quake Live. And yes, it originally came out, and it was a browser game, which was very interesting. It's one of the first browser games that I had played that was like, not a simple Flash game. I actually played that quite a bit. I was in the beta test program for that. There was a closed beta for Quake Live, and I was in that, and I played that quite a lot. But Quake Live was eventually made a standalone game on Steam, and I don't know if you can still pick it up on Steam, but I know I still have it in my library on Steam, and apparently people still play it a little bit. Ooh, quad damage, nice. Alright, claw damage is out. Whoops. He caught me off guard. Now, two special power-ups appear in this level. Quad damage and regeneration. So that's quad damage, the blue one. It does way more damage than a stock weapon. So if you can control the quad damage, then you're in good shape. You have a huge advantage. Now I do have auto switch weapons turned on, so every time I run into a weapon, it switches for me. So I have to kind of manually be on top of switching back to whatever weapon I might want to be using, like a rocket launcher. This was a really fun, like, just 1v1 map back in the day. Very simple, but there's lots of ways to cut off your opponent. And you really have to, again, listen to sound. That's regeneration right here, which is actually a pretty good one to have. Keeps boosting my health. And what I do in games like Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament and stuff like that is I use the WSAD keys to move. Obviously I use the mouse to aim and shoot. And I'll use like the 1, 2, 3, and 4 keys, maybe 5, for like those early weapons like the machine gun and the shotgun and whatnot. And then I'll map the weapons that are a little bit higher up the chain to Q and E, and then maybe X. I think I've got the railgun mapped to X. Let's go ahead and save it since we completed a full tier. Let's go ahead and just save over that. Skill 4 tier. That was the game I was playing on the 4th difficulty last night. And there we go. So this is actually kind of where I got stuck last night, but again, it was on a difficulty 1 step up. And even though we're on the medium difficulty, this is still fairly challenging. Davey says, I used to play Quake 2 deathmatches on the office LAN. Yeah. We would do that in high school. We played on the school LAN. We would play Quake 1 deathmatches on the school LAN. It was fun. Alright, so red armor is actually up top. And also, I think this is our first match. Whoops. Whee! Oh, she got the armor. I did a rocket jump just to try to beat her to the armor, and I failed. That's fine. But yeah, I think this is our first match with more than one opponent. So the game in the single player does ease you into, you know, multiple opponents. Ugh. And then quad damage appears right here. And you really do not want to give the bots quad damage. They have a major advantage if you do. Look at that. He's already up to 5 kills. I've got 0. Having a height advantage in Quake games in particular is very important as well. If you're higher up and you've got a rocket launcher, you are at a big advantage. And she stole my kill. There is also a rocket launcher in this level. Sorry, not a rocket launcher. A grenade launcher. It's actually up, you know, behind that stairwell in the other side of the map. It can actually be pretty handy. You can just spam grenades. Yeah, the frame rate is tanking so bad here, though, that it's hard to see what's going on. And it's hard to aim. Things are just a lot harder in this version, regardless of your control method. Alright, let's get that grenade launcher. I cannot aim. I cannot aim at all. Jeez, man. Hey, Brian, welcome back. Never got into this, only played Doom and Wolfenstein. Aw, man, you missed out. Both this and Unreal Tournament were just super fun back in the day. I mean, they still are. Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just restart this, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna win. You gotta get to 15 frags. And yeah, this is just insanely rough right now. And it's actually, I'm surprised I'm having such a hard time. Like, I was expecting the AI to be significantly less good than on the 4th difficulty, but they're still holding their own quite well. I hate to be constantly complaining about the frame rate, but damn, it's really an issue on this map right now. My accuracy is just all over the place. Alright, there's some quad damage. This is like getting quad damage and just spamming your machine gun. It's actually a pretty good strategy. Two for one deal. Look at that. No rockets. Need a better weapon. Ooh, got her. Alright, come on, quad damage. Great, I've got the gauntlet. This is your default weapon. There's no ammo on it, but it's a melee attack. Or close range attack. Come on, quad damage. What are you doing? There it is. Oh, still got killed. Jeez. Jeez, Orb is catching back up, too. Look at that. You're just not safe on this difficulty.
You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead. You are tied for the lead.
And the shotgun is so much harder to use than it is on PC because of the low frame rate. You really need to just pick up your rocket launcher and just stick with it. Like, I'm really struggling to aim properly here.
3 frags left. 2 frags left.
Oh great, he's got the red armor.
1 frag left.
Phew. Alright, I think we got it. Gee, that was intense. And for all the wrong reasons. DG says, seeing these maps is reminding me of so many late nights playing through these levels and working towards harder difficulty levels. So many memories right now. Stexer says, some of these arena shooters like this and Unreal get crazy difficult on the higher difficulties. Yes. To really, truly unfair levels. How is it playing with keyboard and mouse? I mean, it's a lot better than playing with the control pad, but it is still, you're at the mercy of the frame rate. So, like, you'll notice that, like, I am, especially with the shotgun, I'm just not hitting my opponents. Because it just keeps skipping around so far. It's very difficult to be accurate. Hey, John Smith. Oh man, I haven't played this map in a long time.
You have taken the lead. tied for the lead. You have taken the lead.
Yeah, so you look at the textures in Quake 3, there's like multi-layers to them, and they animate. It's way more impressive on the PC version, but you still get a taste of it on the Dreamcast port here. Like, look at that. It's really cool. But yeah, it's even better on PC, and it's really a beautiful looking game when it came out. Very impressive.
You are tied for the lead. Taken the lead.
Like the flags up top, they actually animate. So it makes it feel like the areas were like living and breathing, and not so like static. Not as static as prior FPS games. Also, a lot of walls had like these cool metallic sheens to them. Like, this is a great example right here. Like, even on Dreamcast, they got, like, the pseudo-reflective nature of it, like, down. It looks pretty good. Nice. I'm doing a lot better on this map. You can hold down, well, I've got it mapped to the tab key, kind of like on PC, but you can press tab to bring up the current scores. Alright, we're almost there. Doom was taunting him. There is a taunt button in this game, and he just does this scream. I haven't seen that in a long time. I think that's it. Yep, we got it. Yeah, I mean, you might be surprised, Stexor. I think it might be possible. A rescan, recolored version of this Blue Monday map was in Team Arena and Revolution, right? I believe it... I don't remember if it originally came from Team Arena or if it was maybe made for the console versions first and then brought into Team Arena. Yeah, I do vaguely remember a map like this being a part of Team Arena, but I don't... It's been so long, I just don't remember anymore. Like, I played so much Quake Live and stuff like that, later iterations of Quake 3, that I don't even remember what was fully stock in the original Quake 3. It's been a long time. We all spawned at like the same spot.
You have lost the lead.
All right, mega health, very nice. I really wanted that armor. Alright, I forget where the quad damage appears. It might be up top here. No. Ooh, railgun. Oh, it's not even quad damage, it's boost. Okay. Yeah, so we've got the railgun, but it's probably going to be a little difficult to use in this version. I blew myself up. You lose a frag, or you lose a kill if you blow yourself up. So, ideally you don't blow yourself up. And I just did it again.
You have lost the lead.
Nice. I will say the auto the auto weapon switch is not doing me any favors right now. As things get a little more intense. Alright, we want to get back up top if we can, because a power-up just appeared. Nope, looks like it was just boost. Alright. It's intense. There's a lot of opponents right now. Brian says, Sega Dreamcast is such an underrated console. I wish it lasted longer. Yeah, I totally agree. It was an amazing system for the time, with a wide variety of games and game types. A lot of creative software on it. And a lot of cutting-edge software, too, like this. It's also ahead of its time with its online functionality. Still in the lead for now. Oh, lucky. That was very lucky. Oh, now there's quad damage. Great. They're gonna catch back up. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. The railgun is insanely powerful, but with a choppy frame rate and inaccurate mouse movements, it's going to be really difficult to use it accurately. Oh, wow, we actually got it. Oh, I just realized the lightning gun's in here. No one grabbed it. Nate, welcome to the stream. He says, back in college, 1999, me and a friend did the first mod for this game from Mac. We jacked the fire rate of the shotgun and eliminated the shell casing animations to prevent frame drops. Interesting. Freddy says Unreal Tournament is his favorite game on Dreamcast. Hell yeah. Scott says Quake 3 was really pushing the graphics in PC gaming. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Would the Dreamcast have been capable of eventually switching to a dual-stick controller? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any console can, really. It's just a controller. You know, and had Sega stuck around a good bit longer, they may have actually done something like that for the Dreamcast, because that's definitely where the industry was going, for sure. It wasn't really till the PlayStation 2 and Xbox and GameCube era where, like, that started to become, like, the standard. You know, Dreamcast came out in 1998 in Japan, and it was still in this, like, weird in-between period where the gaming industry wasn't really quite sure how it wanted to handle controls for consoles. But obviously Sony's dual-stick design obviously, you know, won out, which is understandable. Alright, so Dark Chapel. Oh, this is the Tier 2 boss. Okay, cool. Although I'm really glad that Sega adopted keyboard and mouse controls, because for games like this, that is the best way to play. These really fast arena shooters. Which was kind of like, you know, that was the norm at the time, was the arena shooter. Oh. Yeah, so it's just a one-on-one with Klesk. I think there's some armor up top here. You kind of don't want to stay out in the open on this map. Come here. Oh. I really need to get my Dreamcast RGB modded, HDMI modded. Because what's also kind of a downside is playing this through an upscaler on an LCD panel. It just doesn't look that good upscaled on these flat screens through S-Video. And there are some component cables out there now, too, that support basically progressive scan modes, and those would look a lot nicer. But they're also really expensive, so it's basically to the point where I figured I would just get the console HDMI modded. But that's not cheap, so it's gonna happen for a while. Yeah, so you got the lightning gun, which is a very good weapon in Quake 3. You cannot trust this guy with a railgun. So you definitely don't want to stay out in the open. Or red armor. Let's go grab it. We want to make it so he can't grab it. Then it makes our life a lot easier. Oh, he is just like wrecking me with the railgun. Doesn't tell me how many frags I need. Whoops. Nice. Whoa there. Oh! And maybe it's 15 or 20 frags. I need a better weapon. Ow! Stupid bots! And the bots, their aim doesn't operate at 15 frames a second like it is for me. They have a major advantage in this version. Okay, 3 frags left. Nice. Hey, Carl. Ugh. I mean, he's still way behind me, thankfully. Oof. Man, bots and railguns just are not a good mix for me. It's catching back up. I lost a frag because I died from fall damage. Jesus, man, come on. This is bullshit. God damn it. Jeez. That was really frustrating. He would just like run into a room, boom, railgun, instant kill. Nothing I can do about it. Ugh, that was garbage. I still won, but whatever. That was actually really pissing me off. Alright. I'm gonna save our data again. Jeez. At this rate, we're probably not gonna play the second highest difficulty, because I'm gonna get frustrated enough just with this difficulty. Alright. Next tier. These are some good maps. Oh, you bastard. He just spawned right in front of the red armor as I was trying to go for it.
You have lost the lead.
Alright, quad damage for the win. Oh yeah, no railgun in this map. Makes it a lot more fun playing against bots. Damien asks, have I played online with this lately? I have not. I have not gotten my Dreamcast set up for online play. I've been meaning to do that, but I haven't gotten around to it. Please die, or not. Oh. Oh, great. Someone else is gonna get the quad damage. Did he blow himself up? Oh, blew myself up. Oh, crap. Ugh. We got it. Yes, we got it. Woo. Yeah, I agree, Carl. The soundtrack is great. I really love the new music they added here. We're getting close to my favorite map, which is the Camping Grounds. Stexor says keyboard and mouse players must have had a big advantage in this version back in the day. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I remember having people back in the day be like, yo man, I want to challenge you. I'm a badass control pad player, and I would just like steamroll them. But I'm so glad that Sega allowed keyboard and mouse play, because like for us that wanted that PC experience, like this is as close as we were able to get. You know, a Dreamcast with its modem and a keyboard and mouse. So you can actually rocket jump up here. I didn't realize somebody was already up there though. Yeah, I'm just getting some bad spawns. You can also hop up this rock right here, or this tile. Whoa there.
Frags left. Two frags left. One frag left.
Gotta love those rocket jumps. You have a lot of armor, it's worth doing. The armor will absorb a lot of the impact of the rocket. Alright. Damien says he's got a PS2 adapter for the Dreamcast. Okay, nice. Yeah, I actually would like to get one of those and try them and see how they feel. Yeah, I actually, I've had an official Dreamcast mouse for a long time, and I finally got an official keyboard yesterday. One of my local game stores had it, and I had a bunch of trade credit, so I finally splurged on it, and because of that, we're able to actually do this stream right now. But I would assume there are probably keyboard adapters as well. I know there's a keyboard adapter for the Saturn. There had to have been one for the Dreamcast as well.
I've taken the lead.
Carl says, one of the things I've always loved about Sega was their accessories and innovation. Yeah, yep. A lot of people look at some of that as like a downfall or downside to Sega, but I'm like, Sega stuff was so much fun because there's so much variety with control methods and things like that. I mean, even on Saturn, like, they had the Sega Netlink, and they had a web browser for Sega Saturn, and you had a keyboard adapter for Sega Saturn. I think there might have even been an official Saturn keyboard. I don't remember, but there was definitely a keyboard adapter, which I actually own, and so you could browse the internet with the keyboard on a Sega Saturn. And then, if you were actually doing Netlink gameplay, like you were actually versing people, you know, playing head-to-head, you could, you know, in between matches, you'd be able to type to each other. It was so cool. I loved that. I had one or two guys I would play Netlink with. It was a pretty regular thing. Ooh, hit me in the air with a rocket. That's crazy. Reluga says you can play Soul Calibur with the keyboard. I did not know you could do that. That's really cool. I wonder what other like non-first-person games are on the Dreamcast that support keyboard and mouse, or even just keyboard by itself, like to actually move your characters around, not just type to people. Alright, we got it. Oh, and the Sega Bass Fishing Controller. Yeah, I do remember people saying you can play a bunch of games with that. I'd like to get a Bass Fishing Controller just so I can try it with a bunch of games. Alright, Tier 3 boss. This one is... it might actually be easier on the Dreamcast version. In the PC version, there's this, like, golden fog, and it's almost impossible to see more than, like, 5 feet ahead of you. And in this one, I think you might be able to see through the fog a little bit easier. Yeah, you can see way easier in this one. This is a tough end tier fight in the PC version. But now I can actually see. It's a little bit more doable. Blew myself up. Should probably get back up top. Oh, bad idea. Fell down by accident. Ooh, lucky. Scott loves this map. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is a good map. It's really fun. Oh. There we go. Man, how long does it take for quad damage to reappear? Oh, there we go. Oh! Oh, you son of a... He rocket jumped to get the quad damage and didn't grab it. Oh, man. Wow. That could have actually ended poorly if he grabbed that quad damage. Carl says the Sega accessories were more memorable to him. 3D glasses for Master System. 6-button pads, the Sega CD, 32X, keyboards and mice, online, Sega channel, yeah. And Nintendo did have some cool accessories, but a lot of them didn't even come out in North America, like the 3D glasses for Famicom. Stexter says, I'm glad that they bothered to make a single-player campaign for this game. And they could have just made it multiplayer only and people wouldn't have complained. Yeah, you're probably right, but it's great that we can come back and just kind of like play through bot matches and, you know, with some sort of tier structure and difficulty curve.
Lucy. Major. Keel.
This is another good map. Lots of different routes. Lots of ways to cut people off.
You have taken the lead.
You can also fall down here for some goodies. I think a Mega Health is behind the teleporter, normally. In the PC version of Quake 3, you can actually see through, and it'll show you what's on the other side. This version doesn't do that, unfortunately.
You're tied for the lead, but lost the lead. You're tied for the lead. You have taken the lead.
Hey, PC Wizard, what's going on, man? Mr. Dreamcastic channel? I was talking about you earlier. You're the expert in Dreamcast online play in the modern day. This is where you get your red armor. Okay. Okay, could you please stop picking up those health upgrades? Those are mine. Alright, so he actually touched the lava and killed himself. But yeah, there's the Mega Health. You dabble. Dude, you're doing it in like an online stream like every other week. If not every week. Just try to get that red armor. Yeah, so this is a teleporter power-up. I actually have it mapped to the return key. And I think it teleports me to just a random spot in the map. I can actually use that as a get-out-of-jail-free card. Two or three a week, not too much. Oh yeah, there's some platforms where you can actually shoot, like, your blast damage will actually go through. God, that frame rate drop just wrecked me. Could not do anything about it. Poor Dreamcast is biting off more than it can chew. Oh my God, how did I not kill her? Ugh. It's getting close again. She says there's a guy that created a program to convert PC maps for use on Dreamcast. Nice. But sadly, he disappeared. Oh, that's a bummer. Did he ever release the tool? Alright, see you, Stexor. Have a good night. And I'm dead. Not sure why he stopped work on it. It seemed to work pretty well. Okay. Got to test some of the maps online. Very nice. Okay. So at least some of the maps got out there, I guess, right? You never released it? You do still have a burned disc with custom maps on it, though. Okay. Well, I hope the dude's alright. When people disappear, like, I don't know, that never bodes well in my eyes. Like, I hope they're still alive. Ah, I stole my kill again.
You're tied for the lead.
Yeah, this map is so choppy, man. It's really hard to aim and actually hit your opponents. And of course, everyone's getting the railgun, which basically is like perfect aim for the bots. Which is not helping my case at all. Jeez, man. I am not getting any of these kills either, and that's pissing me off. I just keep getting wrecked. And they keep spawning me in these crappy-ass areas with no good weapons. Thank you.
You are tied for the lead.
Oh, jeez, man, that map sucked. I love the map in the PC version, but the frame rate is so awful here, you just can't do anything on it. Jeez, I don't even want to... Ugh. Yeah, we're definitely not playing the next difficulty, because this is frustrating enough as is. Holy crap. not to whine like a little baby, but jeez, man. This is a lot more rough than I remember. And it's really hard to play effectively. I think I hit escape by accident. Yeah, that's fine. Oops. A multiplayer game. And that is actually one thing we can probably do after this, is we can set up some multiplayer matches. Probably, I'm gonna assume you can do capture the flag in a local match, so I can try that. Am I any good playing this with a controller? I used to be back in the day, before I got a keyboard and mouse set up. But PC says it's like playing on hard mode. It's like extra hard mode. Masochist mode.
Pfizer. Hunter. Cadaver. You have lost the lead.
Oh, I landed in the lava. Jeez. I wanted to grab that red armor. You can actually fall down here. Or get killed. I'm at -2. I'm just gonna go ahead and restart. Thankfully, you don't get penalized for restarting.
Cadaver. Hunter. Pfizer.
I think there's a grenade launcher right here. Oh no, it's shotgun. Okay. That's fine. That's even better, actually.
You have taken the lead. You are tied for the lead.
Scott says Quake 3 with a controller. Oof. Yeah, I mean, we did it back in the day.
You have taken the lead.
Oh. Uh-oh, that's not good.
You are tied for the lead.
Jeez, man. I was not trying to fall down there.
You have lost the lead.
Wait, why did it switch me to my shotgun? There was no shotgun there. What the hell, man? There we go, there's one. If I remember correctly, I think you can run and jump up here. Yeah. Alright. Coming back. I mean, you guys can keep spawning here if you want. I'll just kill you over and over. I'm okay with that. Oh, he got the mega health. Jeez. You know what we should do is I should actually play with my regular controller after we're done here. That would be something. Where is everybody? I think they're trying to avoid me. That is the med kit. That is actually pretty handy as well. Yep, use the portable med kit. Hey, Beakerman, welcome back. And this lightning gun actually has more reach than you would expect. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yep, I lost a frag. Have I played Arena on PC? Absolutely, Travis Student. It's one of my most played games of all time. Yeah, Quake III Arena was that and Quake 1. Those are my games back in the day. I did a lot of 1 versus 1, like competitive matches and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. That was a waste of a perfectly good quad damage. Alright, we got it. Scott says, I'm really impressed with this game. He had no idea the Dreamcast was at this level. Oh, totally. Pegermint's UT greater than Quake 3. Nah. They're both unique in their own ways. I always argue that Quake 3 is a better traditional deathmatch game. It's more balanced. And it's a better 1 versus 1 competitive game. But Unreal Tournament has way more variety in its various modes and stuff like that, and tools and utilities. And, you know, Unreal Tournament, I think, is a better team-based game. But they're both amazing games, both definitely worth playing. What do I like more, controller or keyboard and mouse? Take a wild guess, Travis Student. For first-person shooters, take a wild freaking guess. don't even know why you guys ask me at this point. You've seen me play so many damn PC FPS games. Yeah, this is a map I don't even remember. This is not in the original Quake III Arena. Might have been like a Team Arena map.
You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead.
Okay, where is the power-up spawning? I heard it, but I don't know where it is. Oh, don't tell me it's over there. It is. Oh, it's invincibility. Okay. The first time we've actually seen that.
You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead.
Best controller is Power Glove for first-person games. I would like to get a Power Glove again and try to see what I can do with it on just random NES games. This map is mega confusing. Leo says there's no contest if you want accuracy. Yeah, exactly. That's how I look at it. Some people... Oh, this might be a Dreamcast exclusive map. Look at that. There's a Dreamcast logo. A lot of people will say, I prefer controllers because they're more comfortable, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I get it. Well, I understand. But if you want to be accurate in these games and play well at a higher level, you have to play keyboard and mouse. Like... You will always forever be at a disadvantage against keyboard and mouse players, so... Hence why we're using keyboard and mouse in this version. But keyboard and mouse in this version in particular is also a little bit of nostalgia. It's a bit of a nostalgia thing for me as well, because this is how I played the game back in the day. This is how I played online on Dreamcast. But there are lots of days where I don't want to touch a keyboard or mouse, because I'm on a keyboard and mouse at work all day long. But I'm also not playing intense first-person shooters in those moments. I'm playing, you know, more console-centric games. Alright, we have to drop that down if you want that power up. Oh, I almost fell off. Yeah, we're pretty far down, unfortunately. Oh, I blew myself up. Ugh, come on. Need more armor. And he gets it. Not me. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and restart. I'm not gonna win this. I'm way too far down. Dreamcast says, I actually like playing the controller and mouse combo in this. Yeah, I have done that before, PC. Yeah. But I always wanted to get a keyboard again for the Dreamcast, because it just feels so much more natural to me. But it is cool that you can do a combo of control pad and mouse in this game. It's really cool.
You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead.
Oh, jeez. Can't hit him. Yeah, I am not really liking this map at all, honestly. People just keep dropping down on top of me, and the frame rate is so trash that, like, I can't recognize that they're there until it's too late. And even if I do, I can't aim at them, even with my mouse. I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing the PS2 version again, because that frame rate is way better. But again, no keyboard and mouse. We actually are going to have to use the PS2 controller. And if I remember correctly, the movement or the control setup in that game was a little weird. Oh, that's where red armor is. Okay. And that opens up the map a little bit. Opens up my chances of survival. And this vertical shaft is just not conducive to this kind of gameplay. It doesn't feel very good.
You are tied for the lead.
There we go. Like a big vertical area, like, kind of makes sense in, like, the camping grounds, where it's like a big open area, and this is just, it's way too claustrophobic. Yeah, Dreamcast, like, no online play with the PS2 version. PS2 version came out in that first year the PS2 was out, and I don't even know if any games had online support at that time. You know, we're talking like 2000 or early 2001.
You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead.
Finally. Yeah, Leo. PS2 Quake lacks keyboard and mouse support as well. But supposedly Unreal Tournament on PS2 actually uses keyboard and mouse, and I need to try that sometime.
You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead.
Jeez. Been tied for way too long.
Tied for the lead. You have taken the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead.
Dude, Slash does not want to die. Holy crap. Oh, that's garbage. 90s gaming guy, welcome back. He says Sonic CD on PS3 is pretty good. Yeah, it is. Same with Xbox 360. That HD version is like, it's a great way to play the game. Invisibility. Ugh, freaking hate this map. This isn't a fun map at all.
One frag left.
Barely see what I'm doing. Like, why isn't anybody coming down here? Like, there's like 17,000 guys here earlier, now there's none. Ugh. Ugh.
Gore wins.
Dreamcast, if you say it goes as low as 22, I feel like it goes way lower than 22. I feel like it gets down to like the teens. Oh, I'm supposed to hit play again, not continue. Yeah, it gets really, really bad. Let's try this again. Hey, Mike, this is better than Doom 3DO. Everything's better than Doom 3DO. Mike says, now that I'm watching the stream from my PC rather than my phone, the frame rate is more noticeably low. Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing it on a HD display, going through my FrameMeister, and the frame rate is definitely noticeably bad. I definitely need to play a little more safe. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely, Dreamcastic. Like, some maps are way better than others, I've noticed. How did you not die? Holy crap, same with that guy. You know, the machine gun's not that powerful, but when you load that many bullets into an enemy, they should definitely be going down. He definitely did not have the red armor, that's for sure. Lucky shot. Oh my god. It's funny because Dreamcast says it's funny because so many people say this runs at a consistent 30, and it definitely does not. Absolutely, it definitely does not run at a consistent 30. If it did, man, it would be so much more playable. And that dropped. That had to have been like low teens right there on the frame rate when there was like 3 enemies on screen. And it just makes it so damn hard to play, and that's the problem. I don't care if a frame rate is like that low, as long as the game is playable, but man, it is really hard to play this effectively. Now, I actually do wonder what this is like online as opposed to running bots. I remember in games like these, bots were actually kind of like resource-intensive elements. Like, one of the things to test on like a new PC back in the day was like, load up a match of bots in like one of these FPSs and see how smooth the frame rate stays. So we're gonna have to actually try that, try to jump into a multiplayer match and just see like what the frame rate's like then. But also, whenever I finally get to play this game online again, I'll be very curious to see what the frame rate would be like with humans as opposed to bots. Oh, nice, PC. In Unreal Tournament, you can disable decals with a command. Okay, I need to look into that. I plan on streaming that in a couple of days. I just realized there is a... I forgot that there is a console for Quake 3. Is there a way to disable stuff in this, too? And Leo, I do need to play that Half-Life prototype. Need to give that a shot. Oh, there's Mega Health here. Okay. There are no options, no command options like that in Quake 3. That's a bummer. It's cool that they still kept that in Unreal Tournament. God damn it, man. Jeez, man. None of my machine gun shots actually connected with him. DG says a quick Google search lists this as an option. Okay. Are you looking at the Dreamcast version, GG? Because those commands do exist in the PC version, or commands like that. There are actually some pretty poor web sources out there that'll list, like, PC commands, but, like, it'll be labeled as the Dreamcast version, or the console version when it's actually not. R light map, under R underscore light map 1 removes textures from walls. I kind of want to try that. Let's save our game. Yeah, I'll try it, DG. I guess we're all gonna find out, right? Oh, not the boss I was expecting. Let's see. Alright, so semicolon R underscore light map 1. But they're all reflective surfaces, so it doesn't actually help the frame rate that much. That's... Oh, and I can do... detail textures 1. Are there any other commands you guys can find? Oh, man. I want to say the PS2 version actually adds some more elements from Quake III Team Arena. Like, I might have the nail gun in it, which would be featured in this map. This change game speed function, huh? Okay, interesting. I kind of wish it would do, like... Well, I guess it is. Like, it's just static textures. R_dynamic light 0. Looks like it sort of worked. If you press the power button on the Dreamcast, it'll turn off all graphics. Oh yeah, you can see there's no dynamic light now on my character's model. His head moving about. Yeah, so at like the pro level for Quake 3, a lot of players will actually turn off all the textures and stuff like that. For one, what it ends up doing is making it easier to actually see your opponent. I never personally liked doing that myself. I always liked seeing all the visuals as I was playing the game. Yeah, well, it's really cool that we discovered that you can actually use console commands in this version, because I thought that you couldn't. Looks like he fell to his death. Man, I know his name is Tank, but why is he so tanky? He probably didn't have any armor or anything. Oh god, I'm dead. You can't even, you can barely see my character. Oh man. Alright, yeah, DG, I mean, it feels like it's definitely closer to 30, that's for sure. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely better than before. I'm probably going to turn all the details back on, because I'm sure someone's going to complain later on, but it's really awesome to see that you can actually do that in this version. Dreamcastic says the Unreal Tournament actually has the entire config file from the PC version, although a lot of the options don't have any effect. Okay. I don't remember which ones we did first. Try to get my actual textures back. Maybe I have to do, I have no idea. You try changing the resolution. No, Falxer, you're wrong. We've already applied the commands. I'm trying to get my textures back. We're doing the commands correctly. I just don't know the number I'm supposed to use, or the actual command I'm supposed to use. Oh yeah, Mike did say... You want to set the light map option to 0. Okay. Oh, it's not remembering... Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. Cool. We got it. Thanks, DG. Much appreciated. Okay. I remember this map. This was, I think another... potentially Dreamcast-only map, or... might have been created for the Dreamcast version. I don't know. Don't quote me on any of this. Beakerman, I need the full commands. Unless this actually does it. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, you need to give me the full command for the Dreamcast version. These commands aren't the same as in the PC one. Oh, come on. Gotta remember this layout. Well, long hallways with a plasma gun, it's always a good thing. I did want to try that game speed command, so _G speed. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, it changes movement speed. You know, that's actually good if I want to test out this other mechanic, or this other command. Alright, so he says CG, draw, FPS, unknown command, CG _ draw FPS. Yeah, I mean, you know, Dreamcastic, I had always thought that, id Software did this port, but, But yeah, it turns out it was a different company that actually ported it. Yeah, Mike, this actually isn't working unless we have to go to like 200 or something. No, it doesn't recognize 200. Right. That's fair, Dreamcastic. But yeah, it wasn't id Software that did it. The command help shows a list of all commands. Ah, look at that. Unfortunately, that just is for, let's do backslash help. Yeah, that's only giving me, like, talk commands, unfortunately. You know, 0 does not work. Oh, nice, Dreamcastic. That's cool. Looks like it might be 300. This feels right. Scott's the guy that created the Sega Swirl too. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was looking in the instruction manual for the game today, and one of the guys, it must have been Scott. It was like Scott, quote unquote, Swirl, and then his last name. And I was like, oh man, did he do Sega Swirl? CG underscore third person. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just restart since we've been goofing off. Let's actually try to finish this match.
Angel, Patriot, Damia. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead.
Beakerman's default speed is 320. Wow. Gauntlet is just awful in this version.
Tied for the lead. Have taken the lead.
From the interview with Scott, two big challenges were getting the game to run at a high enough frame rate while also fitting the levels into memory for the Dreamcast. Some compromises were made in terms of which levels could be supported and the number of players we could support with online play. Yeah, that makes sense. DG says, holy moly, there's a Quake III Arena VR version. I would puke playing that. Yeah, Quake 3 VR does not sound like a good experience to me. I can't do games in VR where I've got free roaming movement. I get sick, like literally. And I hate that that happens. I would love to be able to appreciate VR where I've got free movement without having to use teleportation movement. PC, yeah, I feel like with more development time, they could have optimized it further. I don't know about squeezing 60 FPS out of it. Like, Unreal Tournament does it, but it also tanks constantly, so it's actually a choppier... It feels like it's a choppier experience. I was playing it last night, and it was like totally overshooting or undershooting because the frame rate would just randomly spike out of nowhere, and it was hard to get a handle on. And you guys will see that in a couple of days when we stream that. But they might have been able to get like a really solid 30 FPS with more optimization time.
3 frags left. 2 frags left.
That's the thing about a lot of these games from back in the day. On any console, it's like... yeah, it was impressive when it came out, but, you know, these guys are on time crunches. They don't have forever to develop these games, so they don't have all the time to really eke out all the performance that they, you know, someone not on a time crunch could potentially do. So I'd actually be very curious to see what else the Dreamcast can do in terms of this kind of, you know, game and visual style and frame rate. I mean, this was a 2000 release, right? Yeah. I mean, this game came out less than a year after the PC version, so I mean, and man, they cranked this out pretty fast, actually. Hey, we got it.
Excellent.
This came out in 1999? It says 2000 on the back of the box PC. Yeah, it says 2000, Sega Enterprises, copyright 2000, id Software. I mean, unless, like, they just printed that on the back of the box expecting a, 2000 release date, but I thought I remember buying this in 2000. Yeah. PC version came out in 1999. I highly doubt they would have... What day did the PC version come out? I thought someone said it was like December 1999 was the PC version. Yeah, December 2nd, 1999 was the PC version.
Doom. Sarge.
October 19, 2000 is its release date. That's what I thought. I don't remember buying it in winter months. I bought it the day it came out. I was really looking forward to this release.
Lost the lead.
Like, man, that's less than a year after the PC version was finished. That's crazy. Oops. Hey, John, played the crap out of this game. Came out in 2000. Unreal was also awesome in the Dreamcast. Yeah. Yeah, I did get Unreal Tournament the same day it came out as well on Dreamcast. Played that quite a bit online as well. Come on, Sarge. I should probably go back here. There's probably a weapon over here. Let's see. Or not. Oh my god. Hey, Infinity's Limit, welcome back. Mike says he bought the PC version on release. Nice. Did you have a powerful enough PC to run it well? Big open areas are terrible against this AI. They have like almost flawless accuracy, so I just have no chance if I'm up in the air. I was hoping to maybe just stay down below, but you're also kind of at the mercy of where the enemies are. If they're not down below, then they're killing each other and earning frags, and you're not. There's another mechanic I didn't explain earlier, but you do have like a walk function. And when you walk, you actually don't make any footsteps. Not sure if it really helps against the AI, but against humans it absolutely helps because you can mitigate the sound that you're making as you're moving around the arena. Wow, they keep spawning me down below too. It's like, I mean, cool, but I've got no weapons down there. I need weapons. I was looking at chat. Mike says, yeah, I remember it, the PC version running smoothly for him. That's nice. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said earlier, my PC was not capable enough. It was like an AMD K6-2 with a Voodoo 3, and the K6 processors were not very good. I had to lower the resolution down to like 640 by 480. Disable a lot of the textures, and it still ran kind of not great. So the Dreamcast version was actually kind of a godsend for me because it allowed me to play online for that next year before I built a better computer in my senior year of high school. But I also actually got to see the textures because I had to disable all the textures in the PC version just to get it to sort of play. Not a good experience. But I mean, that's just what it's like when you got demanding PC games. They push the hardware, and not everyone's going to be able to participate at full speed and graphic fidelity. Nice. Oh, you had a K6-2 as well, PC? Yeah. you ran so many games at low frame rates. Yeah. It was not a good processor. Ugh. Shoot, we might actually end up losing this one. Or not. Wow. Alright, see ya, Gotcham. Have a good night. You think that made you more tolerant of low frame rates than most? Yeah, it's I don't know, low frame rates was a lot more common back then, like, especially if you primarily played on consoles. You know, you'd get first-person shooter ports to console, and a lot of times the frame rates would be all over the place. I mean, even in just, like, popular third-person games, the frame rates weren't all that great. Like on PS1. Or if you're like me and you had Super Nintendo Doom, you were just kind of used to low frame rates. You didn't really think about them that much, but... You know, as time moves on and we have, you know, hardware gets, hardware evolves and becomes more capable, you know, we can run these more complex 3D games at higher frame rates more often, and then it's harder to go back to the low frame rates.
Major.
Yeah, this map it's a pretty solid map. Really fun.
You have lost the lead.
But again, it's another one of those ones where you're like constantly out in the open.
Tied for the lead.
So it can be a little difficult against the AI.
You have taken the lead. Excellent.
And I believe this is one where you can, like, at least in the Dreamcast version, your splash damage will actually go through the floor. I remember using that as a technique back in the day. And there's quad damage up here. Oh yeah, Beaker Man. I also had a, my Voodoo 3 was PCI. I didn't have an AGP slot. There's a platform all the way on the other side you can go to, but I don't really recommend it. You can snipe people from over there, but with the low frame rate and whatnot, it's a little tricky to actually make that work. Whoa there. Ooh, knocked him off. I like the purple space in this version. I don't think it's purple like that in the PC game. Oh, almost knocked myself off. Yeah, this map was actually updated and brought back in the Quake Champions, and there's actually more little cubbies you can hide inside. Hey, Orbital, welcome back. Alright, there we go. You have a video on how to unlock the SegaNet exclusive maps in my Unreal Tournament. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. Beakerman says, like, I feel like I used to upgrade my PC hardware way more often in the early 2000s than now. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Well, the tech was evolving at such a faster rate back then. You know, you can get much farther along with older hardware these days and still have, like, an enjoyable PC experience. DG says, this was the map where I'd piss off my roommates. I'd get the railgun and perch across the map and snipe for a bit, yeah. Yeah, everybody would do that. Great selection, man. Sci-fi edge here, hell yeah. I mean, that's kind of what Quake 3 is. It's definitely... It's like gothic sci-fi. Oh, we're fighting Zero, so is this the last level? I wonder, because Zero is the last fight normally, but in a different map.
I've lost the lead.
And of course they give him the stupid railgun on this map. Oh, jeez. That was bad. Hey, Carlos, welcome back. Alright, finally got the red armor. Ooh, nice. Good hit. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, that's not good. Oh. You were at the 99 and 2000 QuakeCon. Oh man, I'm jealous. I always wanted to go to QuakeCon. Never went. I was too young with like not enough money. I couldn't travel. Oh, come on. I think he fell to his death. Ugh. He still got me. Have you ever played Redline Arena? It's like a combination FPS car combat game. Almost got a Dreamcast port, but it was canceled. Yeah, I actually had Redline Arena on PC back in the day, but I never really got into it. I remember having like massive open environments and I just kind of didn't really click with me. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it would have been really cool if that got finished on Dreamcast. Oh man, that's rough. We had some good kills too. Yeah, him and the railgun is just not a good combination. Oh, nice. Fell to his death. God, I wish the good weapons weren't on the other side of the freaking arena, man. Even if I get the red armor, he's got the railgun, and he just has the advantage. If he can see me, he can hit me. It's just, it's not fair, so it's like I just get screwed when I get spawned on the other side. Where the hell was he? Ah, jeez. Bullshit. Yep. I think one thing I might need to do is just kind of bait him down there and then go this way. It's kind of my way to get to the other side. I can't even see him. Like, the resolution is so low.
You have taken the lead.
No, I don't want that. Tom, yes, I am on YouTube. I might stream on Twitch later, I don't know. I've been trying to knock out more YouTube streams lately. Try to keep the viewership up on my sinking ship that is my channel. Lucky. Oh, lucky. Oh no! I'm still 8 ahead at least. I'm surprised he's not programmed to, like, just go for that power-up at all times. Great, he got the red armor. are you? I'm gonna come back over to this side. Oh, he fell off again? Is he trying to give me the win? Oh, I am not showing you a railgun sniper from across the map. This frame rate is so bad that's like nearly impossible. I can't even see him across the map. It's like everything is so blurry. Oh, well, we got it. That was frustrating, but we got it. Alright, let's see if there's any more in this version. Arena Lords. I guess that's it. Really? No special ending or anything? Oh, no, I have to actually... Okay. It's weird. It's got the Quake 3 sign on it, even though that's usually just for denoting completion. That is such a Dreamcast ending. Look, you got the Sega swirl. Did you turn DLSS on? I'm actually kind of so sad that the final map in the original Quake 3 Arena is not in here. It's the map where you originally fight Zero. Well, still pretty cool though. Dreamcast exclusive ending. It's gonna be really interesting to try the PS2 version sometime soon. I'll probably do Unreal Tournament on Dreamcast in a couple of days, and then I'll probably take a little break before I do Quake 3 again. Not a long break, because I definitely want to play Quake 3 on PS2. Alright, let's hit more. That's weird. Alright, so we'll go ahead and save it. Alright, well, we went through the single-player campaign, and, you know, even on the medium difficulty, that was still pretty tough. That got really frustrating at points. Like, that actually took us 3 hours to go through, and I thought it was only going to take us, like, 2. Honestly, I thought this stream might be too short. It might only be like 90 minutes. But no, we got wrecked a bunch of times. Alright, let's try multiplayer, see what it allows us to do. And unfortunately, I don't know if I can just do a bot match. I mean, I might be able to. So free for all. CPU. Okay, I see. Yeah, it looks like these are all the maps that are available. Yeah, it's basically all the ones that we played. Let's Let's do a quick one here, and then I will see if they've got CTF, and maybe we can do one of those. Change my VMU battery? No, waste of time. Waste of time, PC. Here, how about you change my VMU batteries for free? Then I'll change my VMU batteries. I have not played Dreamcast Half-Life, no. I know this is gonna sound sacrilegious, but I've also barely played PC Half-Life. It's been on my to-do list. Yeah, this bot difficulty is on the default, which is, I think, the lowest. But these guys are significantly easier, which is kind of refreshing, honestly. After all that we just had to go through. Oh, jeez. I mean, I have played some PC Half-Life. Leo was even there watching me play it. It's been a couple years now, but... I need to bust out my Windows 98 machine so I can continue that playthrough. There we go. Hey, Availer, thank you very much for that. Late to the party, but always love a Dreamcast stream. Alright, let's, exit game. Yeah, one other thing you can do, and I didn't explain this earlier, but if you go to the options menu, you can actually change the music track that plays, which is really cool. And another cool thing about Dreamcast Quake 3 is that it's one of those Dreamcast games that allow you to listen to the music in the Dreamcast CD player. So, that's pretty neat. It's a nice little feature. And see if it lets me jump into a map just, like, by myself. Oh, you can adjust the gravity. That's actually really cool. But I'm not seeing capture the flag or anything. Half-Life Extra Load Time Edition. So I'm in a map by myself. I'm just kind of curious what the frame rate's like. And by the way, here's the zoom function, I think. There we go. That actually probably would have been handy with the railgun earlier, but I just never bothered to use it. I'm so used to no-scoping. Yeah, the frame rate runs a little bit better when there aren't any bots in the arena. But here's one of the textures I always liked. In the PC version, I think it's more layers than just 2. It's pretty sweet. I mean, even on Dreamcast, it was a great looking game for the time. I love the reflective textures. The quad damage in particular looks really good. Also, another thing I didn't explain earlier is if you're next to a wall and you shoot a plasma bullet against it, you'll actually take damage. Dreamcast says, everyone loves a Dreamcast stream. That's why I only stream Dreamcast. Give the people what they want. Just kind of curious if there are any high places I can get to by rocket jumping. It doesn't look like I can on this map. There are no little cubbies I can squeeze my way into. Well, I might be able to jump onto these statues out here. No, probably not. Maybe up here? Oh, they're not gonna let me go up there. That sucks. Nope, they don't let you. Yeah, there are parts in the PC version you can get to that, I guess you can't get to in this version. That's a bummer. I could spectate. This is another feature that was really cool. All right. Hey, Crestline, always showing up nice and punctual, you know, right at the end of the stream as always. Oh, man. Well, yeah, that's interesting. I guess there is no... Man, I guess there's no, like, capture the flag in this version? Tournament team. Oh, no, there is. Okay, I was just stupid. I wasn't paying attention. Tournament team. Team is like team deathmatch, I believe. And then there's capture the flag. Right. Alright, capture limit 5. Yeah, so it actually looks like they've got some of these CTF maps in here, which is cool. That's awesome. I think Dueling Keeps is one of the ones I always really enjoyed playing. You know, Kiss Psycho Circus is my favorite FPS. How far below that does this rank? God, I wish the Dreamcast version of Kiss Psycho Circus was better. Alright. So capture the flag. The idea is to grab the opponent's flag and then bring it on over. In the Dreamcast version, I guess, at least in local play, it's just 2 versus 2. I wonder if it was also just 2 versus 2 in the online mode. Frags don't really matter here. It's just all about the flag. Alright, I got the flag. Alright, we got a score. Alright, we got it. Orbital was definitely a joke, yeah. Don't get me wrong, I actually really like Kiss Psycho Circus on PC. I think it's a really good FPS, but it's not so good on Dreamcast. Episode 1 is actually pretty tolerable on Dreamcast, but after that, it all falls apart. Frame rate starts to get really bad, and a lot of the content that was in the PC version was heavily chopped out on episodes 2 through 4. Yeah, I've got a full live stream playthrough of the PC version from a few years back. Yeah, PC. I mean, I enjoyed it too back in the day. Like, Kiss Psycho Circus on PC was another one of those ones that barely ran on my PC, so having access to it on the Dreamcast was nice. But once I got access to the PC version at a good, stable frame rate, high resolution, it was like, there's no going back. So and much like Quake 3 here, like, going back to it today is a lot more difficult. I need my flag back. Oh, lost my flag. got it. Always the case. 30 FPS is great until you play 60. Yes, no, exactly. But the thing about Kiss Psycho Circus is that it gets, like, it goes down to, like, really low levels later on in the playthrough, and it's just like, God, the game just gets worse and worse the farther in you go. And that's the real bummer about it. If it maintained a good, stable 30, like, I think it would be seen as a much better FPS on Dreamcast, just in general. Yeah, so yeah, you've got team deathmatch, you got to capture the flag. That's pretty cool. We're not going to do any more. What would be cool is if there was like a campaign. Holy crap! Look at this. Oh my god. Woo! Oh man. Woo wee! Look at that frame rate. Yeah, boy. Rock solid 30 FPS all the time, right? 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 Am I right? No, I'm not right. I give up! Oh, nice. I can teleport right back in. That's cool. Okay. We're going to exit the game. Yeah, it's all a part of the charm, PC, until you start actually trying to play the game and finish the game and win. Then it becomes very challenging in all the wrong ways. Alright guys, so I'm gonna actually open up my Dreamcast. And I'm going to go to music. Oh, that was the map you were referring to earlier. Okay. Yeah, some of these discs would even have their own little CD textures, which was cool. CD labels.
Warning. This disc is for use only on Sega Dreamcast.
In case you were wondering... Orbital says, what if Toe Jam and Earl showed up? I mean, that would be cool. Yeah, so you can basically listen to the whole soundtrack on here. Yeah, so this one was actually from the original PC game. It's one of the only tracks in here that's actually from the original PC game. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll have the archive up either later tonight or sometime tomorrow. And yeah, that is going to do it for me. Kind of a frustrating playthrough. I don't know if I'm going to ever actually play through this again. But it was great revisiting it and actually putting the time in and actually going through it. We will be back in probably a couple days with Unreal Tournament for Dreamcast. And we're going to try to do the same thing, at least go through the deathmatch mode in that. That one actually has, I think, a lot more single-player options. Like, it actually, I think, has a capture the flag single-player mode and stuff like that, so... Yeah, fun times. Thanks for everyone that pitched in today, and thanks for everyone that gave the stream a thumbs up. Again, archive should be up in... either tonight or tomorrow, so stay tuned for that if you want to go back and watch it again, or if you popped in late and you want to see some of the gameplay. Yeah, Dreamcast, I would love to play you in some Dreamcast Online stuff. I just have to get that set up. I gotta get a Dream Pi and, yeah, figure all that out, which I'm sure you've got tutorials on, so... Anybody that is really into Dreamcast, check out the Dreamcastic channel. I will go ahead and actually post it in chat. And he basically exclusively does Dreamcast stuff. So... And And he's got a lot of good stuff on there, like tutorials on how to get something like this online functionality working, I'm pretty sure, along with a lot of other stuff. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Take care, Leo. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate that. And I may or may not go live on Twitch tonight. I'm off work tomorrow, so... But I did kind of want to work on my website just a little bit, but I'm going to need to try to make some dinner first. Jeez, it's 11:45 already. Ugh. But yeah. Alrighty, guys. I'll catch you later. Have yourselves a fantastic day or night, and I guess wherever you are in the world. Until the next one, take it easy.